Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Today, 3rd January 2025, the Hindu newspaper has published an article on the first translator of the Holy Quran into Tamil, Abdul Hameed Baqawi Sahib. This article is very interesting. There are points in the article which most of us may not be knowing. I thank H. Abdul Sahib for sending this article to me today. I am reading it to you for your information. Please listen to it and forward it to as many people as you can. The first translator of the Holy Quran into Tamil, Abdul Hameed Baqawi Sahib, is none other than father of aka Abdul Samad Sahib and grandfather of Fatima Muzaffar Sahiba. The beauty of Hameed Sahib is that he has translated the Holy Quran in a manner appealing to all, without giving any sectarian thought. MashaAllah. Please listen to it. Assalamu alaikum. I am reading an important article on the translation of the Holy Quran in Tamil as appeared in the Hindu daily newspaper. Please listen to it. A pioneering effort to translate the Holy Book of Islam into Tamil in full. On February 19, 1926, A.K. Abdul Hameed Baqawi started off on a journey that would take him over 2 decades to complete. His translation of the Quran, which is written in classical Arabic and organized in 114 chapters, took time, but the elegant style of the work, published in 1949, has made it one of the most enduring versions. By Nehla Nainar in February 19, 1926, Tamil scholar and freedom fighter A.K. Abdul Hameed Baqawi, 1876-1955, embarked on a literary journey that would take him over 2 decades to complete. His chosen subject, translation of the meaning of the Quran from Arabic into Tamil. Abdul Hameed was not the first, nor was he the last to attempt the Tamil translation, but his effort, published as Tarjumatul Quran bi Altaf Mil Bayan, translation of the Quran with a glorious exposition in 1949, was the first complete translation of the Islamic holy book into Tamil. The Quran, written in classical Arabic, is believed by Muslims to have been revealed by God to Prophet Muhammad through the angel Gabriel over 23 years. It is organized in 114 chapters known as Surah. Despite the presence of a sizable Muslim population in southern India, the Quran was translated into Tamil quite late, at least 1,000 years after Islam came to the region, mostly due to the opposition from the ulama or scholars of the day on account of fears that a Tamil version might be wrongly considered a substitute for the original. Ironically, it is the ulama who later entered the field of translation. Hebrew language. The earliest translations were done in the 17th century in Arab Tamil, a Hebrew language that used a modified Arabic alphabet to express ideas in Tamil. Scholars began attempting fragmentary Tamil translations of selected sentences or verses in the 19th century. Abdul Hameed Baqawi's effort was noteworthy because it made Quranic study more accessible to both lay and scholarly readers. That is probably why it has been reprinted innumerable times, despite the presence of at least 17 complete Tamil translations done by other scholars after the publication. Baqawi is the title given to students of Madrasa al-Baqiyatus Salihat, a well-regarded Islamic college in Vellore, established in 1857. Abdul Hameed was born at Atur, Salem, and showed an early interest in writing on religious subjects. The founders of Jamal Muhammad College in Tiruchi played a key role in getting Abdul Hameed's translation project off the ground, funding the publication of the first volume, a copy of which is available at the College Center for Islamic Tamil Cultural Research. I began the translation project on February 19, 1926, after the Friday Jummah prayers at the bungalow of Janab Khan Sahib and Yanyam Kajamia Rautak in Trichy. It has been 3 years since I started it. He writes in the foreword to the first volume of the translation published in 1929, if the first section can take me 3 years, readers may have to wait longer, at least 89 years, for each of the remaining 29 sections to be completed. He adds, imported printing equipment was commissioned by college founder M.J. Jamal Muhammad. The press Islamia Nool Prasure Sangam at Palakkare published the first volume, priced at rupees 2. decades of work. It is a mystery as to why the translation that began in Trichy with much fanfare petered out after 1929. A. Niamatullah, retired professor of English at Sadaqatullah Appa College in Tirunelveli, who has done a comparative study of 12 Tamil Quran translations, including the Abdul Hameed version, for his doctorate, said a lack of documents in the public domain had added to the blind spot. In 1938, scholar Abdul Qadir Hazrat introduced Abdul Hameed Baqawi to Nawab Nasir Yar Jang Bahadur, the father-in-law of the Nizam of Hyderabad. On the recommendation of the Nawab, the translation of the Quran resumed with financial backing from the Nizam. Mr. Niamatullah told the Hindu. An office was set up for the project in Karaikal, and the work was eventually completed in 1942. In order to get the ulama's approval, Baqawi approached his Vellore alma mater to constitute a panel of theologians to check the manuscript. In the later stages, he was helped by his son, Indian Union Muslim League leader and Tamil writer, aka Abdul Samad, 1926-1999. However, it took 5 more years for Abdul Hameed to secure funding for the printing. A contribution of rupees 50,000 by Ceylon-based businessman Nagur Mira Muhammad Hanifa helped to publish the 2-volume translation in 1949. As the project expanded, the printing unit was shifted from Karaikal to Chennai. A winning combination: German scholar Torsten Schakecher, a Helsenberg Fellow of the German Research Foundation, DFG, and Tamil lecturer at the University of Heidelberg, said in an email interview that the popularity of Abdul Hameed Baqawi's translation owes much to its presentation. It did not have any readings of the Quran that would have made the translation appear sectarian. The fact that Abdul Hameed Baqawi avoided giving too much of commentary along with the translation may have helped in this regard, he said. While the style may appear somewhat clumsy and old-fashioned, I think they hit the right spot between the exact translation and the quality of language. It was also important because it made the Quran finally accessible to non-Muslims who had not been able to read the earlier translations that used the Arabic script and a lot of Arabic vocabulary, Mr. Schakecher added.